It was not until that moment that I realized your girl should have took some Tylenol, because oh my goodness, it was so painful. Hi guys, it's Sarah and welcome back to the Zebra Tribe fam. Today I'm gonna do another quick Q&A, and it's gonna be like the one question segment. Once again, being that I'm on a TTC journey, I'm getting a lot of questions from a lot of you guys who are interested in knowing certain things about my journey. I have pretty sure for the most part everyone knows that I've had a tubal reversal. I feel like I've said it a lot, but at the same time I know that this is like it's a discussion piece that's, I don't know, I feel like the topic of tubal reversal is still so rare that it's just one of those situations where I get a lot of people coming on asking about it and my procedure and what I got done. Now, in the midst of it all, a question that I get asked quite a lot is if I got an HSG test done. And if you're not familiar with this testing, an HSG test, it's a test that's done to ensure that your fallopian tubes are not blocked. You guys are familiar with it, like your tubes are what allows that egg to travel up to your uterus and whatnot. So yeah, it's very crucial when you're trying to get pregnant, when you're trying to conceive. And so it is often a test that accompanies like fertility things if you've been experiencing any issues, like for women who've been TTCing for a while, trying to get pregnant for a bit, and they've encountered like roadblocks, or it's not working. And that is one of the tests that doctors often do suggest to a female to go and get checked to ensure that their tubes aren't blocked. Now for me, I did have a tubal reversal, and because I had that, my doctor wanted to ensure that my tubes weren't blocked, especially since it's been a long time since I had a baby. The gap was honestly like 8 years, because I didn't have my tubal reversal until my youngest was 8 years old. So that would mean that I have had like an 8-year hiatus between having children. After having my tubal reversal, I was aware that my doctor was going to go send me to get an HSG test done. This is a test that he always does following every these kind of surgeries, and he just wants to ensure that you know my tubes are cleared, and I should say tube because I only have the one tube. I know I need to point that out, but I only have the one tube. So he wanted to make sure that it was clear, and I know I don't only have one tube, but it's only the one that's untied. He wanted to ensure that it wasn't blocked or anything, and so he sent me for the test. Now the test didn't have much preparation, but one thing I was told to do is to maybe take, like, it was actually said on a casual basis to kind of take a Tylenol or two to just, you know, could ease with the pain, but the procedure is very quick. And your girl, I was not prepared in that department, but I'm going to explain a little bit more about that in a minute. The HSG test for me was done at a hospital. So you know, I went to the facility, you change into your basically like a gown, and then you sit in a waiting room. Honestly, the HSG room is just like, it's like a room, but it's kind of weird because it's like you go in one room, go on the table, and then there's like an exit door. So it's kind of like in, out, right? So I went in, and you're laying on a table to get this test done, and like it was really fast. Like it was really fast in the way the procedure took place. I felt like I went in there, and it was kind of, I don't know, it was just kind of, to be honest, even though it was a hospital, it was the fact that it's not done in this like a big, I don't know, I felt like it was still kind of strange, the room that it was in. It was not like the most comforting room. So I went in for my test. They insert whatever up through your lady bits and not your urethra, no. And they have to push it all the way up so it can like reach your tube. And at least that's from what I remember. And then what they do is like literally flush like a dye through it, and they're just like pushing whatever it is, because you can feel it forcefully. Now this thing is cold, and this is where the whole Tylenol came in. It was not until that moment that I realized your girl should have took some Tylenol, because oh my goodness, it was so painful. Honestly, I do have a video up on this initially. I do have a video talking about this, but the reason why I have to remake it is A, I'm being asked questions about it, and B, that video does not do it justice, like telling my story, because back then I was a rookie to YouTube, so I didn't really know what the heck to kind of title my videos. So it is up there, and it's like titled like worst experience ever, which honestly it was really, really tough, but it doesn't do any justice in like putting out my HSG experience for those of you who are interested, for those of you who might be doing the test and want to know a little bit more. I feel like this is a big part of why I need to remake this video. So overall, yeah, the test was uncomfortable, and once again, I did not take any pain meds, and perhaps I should have. I survived it, but honestly, the way it was done is like your arms are supposed to be down by your side, and mine were, but I was on the table squirming and squirming, and I was just like, ouch, ouch, and the doctor kept telling me like, oh, but you have to stay still, you have to stay still, and you're laying there with your legs bent up, so they're like, just, it's almost like you're delivering a baby all over again, you know, just because you needed it to be clear. And they've got like some big soaking pad underneath for, as they're flushing the water in, or the liquids in, it's like leaking out. It would have probably been an even quicker procedure had I taken the Tylenol, because I wouldn't have been squirming so much, and he could have done exactly what he needed to do. But at the same time, he could see from what he was doing, he could see on the chart or on the ultrasound, it's not an ultrasound machine, but he could see it on the machine of the dye traveling through the path and ensuring that it was like clear. So the screen was there, but I couldn't pay attention. I don't even think it was in my direction to look at, but at the same time I was in so much pain that I even if it was, I don't think I would be focusing on it. So that is my HSG experience. If you are going to get this exam done, I don't know, you should definitely check it out and see. I don't know, like, I feel like they should tell you to take something, because it was very discomforting for me. I don't know if the procedure is different for anyone else. The test, I think, is good because it does help you to know if this is an area that is an issue, and if it is, the test, I believe, is also the solution, because it flushes your tube, so it kind of bulldozes any kind of blockage that may be sitting in there and interfering with your fertility. So I definitely think it's worth doing. After my tubal reversal, I actually did mine, I believe, a month after, because I was healing first, and I think I did it either on the 3-week mark or the month mark, because you want to ensure that your tubes are healed too. But I noticed that a lot of people didn't go to get theirs until the 6-month mark or something along the line. So I did appreciate that my doctor did mine sooner than later, because it gave me more confidence in what has happened and let me know that things were good. You know, it was a bit reassuring. So my situation, only having the one tube, I wanted to ensure that things were okay on that end, and so that was reassuring. I just wanted to share my experience for those of you who are going to have that test. Yeah, just be mindful that it is, if they tell you to take some Tylenol, you should take some. And honestly, I don't know, I feel like if someone told me this and they didn't tell me to take some Tylenol, I probably would take some, because I know now. I know that, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm just sharing, I'm just trying to be candid and help those that are out there. You don't have to go ahead and take like some T3 or anything crazy, but even just like some Tylenol, I would probably go as far as to take 2 extra strength Tylenol. That's what I would have taken the first time, but we're all different. I'd like to think that I have a very high threshold for my pain tolerance, but who knows? Because I guarantee you somewhere out there, some woman's going to say she took the test and it was not that hard. So I don't know. It all depends on how much we feel down there and all that jazz. So there you go, guys. That is my experience, my HSG experience. Hope you guys found it helpful. If you have any further questions in regards to my fertility journey, whether it's regarding my tubal reversal, whether it's regarding my C-section, whether it's regarding anything motherhood, pregnancy related, and all that stuff too, anything, I will definitely be sure to answer it. somewhere in the scheme of things with these one question answer videos. I do enjoy doing it, and I like to do them quickly like this. I hope you guys don't mind the atmosphere in the area. Video is not as clear as if I were to do it in a day, but this is the perfect time to do it because baby girl is down. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and much love. Bye guys.